Well done, Matthew Pavlich. All right, guys. Yes, welcome. Thank you again to my recent subscribers. Thank you for being part of the Don't Argue podcast journey. It's amazing, actually, ladies and gentlemen, that you guys actually sub to me. I have no knowledge really of the game, but my passion pushes me through, and so I live and I drive with that motto. But I'd say that it's not about me, it's about Matthew Pavlich and the amazing news that we all got today. But it's interesting because I want to try and make this, it's about him, but I want to give it to you guys through my lens, right? Uniquely so in the sense that I was a fan in 2018, so how do I sort of conjure up everything as well, and my thoughts on Matthew Pavlich as well, yeah? Let's do it. All right, guys, so as we know about Matthew Pavlich, he is a known legend of Fremantle Dockers, right? Not only that, just football as a whole. I'm going to be running through his accolades and all that jazz as well. Again, not trying to get too detailed and specific because you guys will know more about him than I generally would. But in saying that, yeah, we'll get into it. He is from Adelaide, South Australia, and as a proud South Aussie, I say you are welcome. You are very, very welcome. He was drafted in 1999, draft 4, and I'm not sure if many of you guys know, and I'm sure you guys do there too, but both South Australian teams at that time actually overlooked him. Crows preferring Ken McGregor, and Port Adelaide preferring Adam Morgan. I believe Adam Morgan only played a handful of games, and I think Ken McGregor played a handful too, but didn't finish his career off in the Crows. And the irony behind it is obviously both those clubs opting for those players that they thought were better. But in saying that, I digress. You know, it's funny how sort of things sort of turn out. Anyway, we move on. His position is a forward. So for Fremantle, he's played from 2000 to 2016, 353 games, as well as 700 goals. Again, a startling amount of goals, actually. So awesome. As 6 Doig medals from 2002, as well as actually having a four-peat from 5, 6, 7, as well as 2008, and then his last one in 2011. So again, 4 Doig medals in a row. That's actually quite some feat there. Now, in terms of his captaincy as well, he captained Freo from 2007 to 2015. He was a flag life member from 2006, AFL life member from 2013, a Madden medalist from 2016, as well as an AFL Hall of Famer today. Now, my thoughts on Matthew Pavlich, I know a lot about him now, but obviously I didn't in the past. So I had his book then. I read through his book as well. The opening chapter of the book too is quite, it sort of grabs you in a sense too, particularly when he intros anyway, talks about the grand final. And it's funny because you put yourself in an athlete's position, particularly someone like Matthew Pavlich, in the sense that he had everything going for him. But unfortunately in football, not everyone gets the big one, you know, and it can actually be sad too. Obviously, he didn't take it in that sense, you know. He looks at it as more so a missed opportunity, if anything. And obviously, of course, you feel the sadness, but I don't think he looks at it in that particular lens. But in saying that, and I'll just quickly say it, for the Fremantle players around him, that would have been a lesson there for everyone there. But yeah, you know, just reading through his chapter in his life, I understand that he was he was obsessed with football. His father, his uncle, Wes Torrens, they're all involved in that, and that was his life, right? Was football, and football, and again, he was somebody who, in my opinion, anyway, was just, you know, when I sort of reflect on how Fremantle got him, it's actually quite it's a miracle in itself, really, actually. For me, coming in so late and obviously not even getting a chance to watch him play, it's probably one of my biggest regrets, actually, coming into football late, particularly being a Fremantle fan, is I never got to see Matthew Pavlich play, you know, particularly in his prime. Because as a young kid, if I followed Freo, I would have been able to be part of those moments, right? However, in saying that, I guess I also sort of take away a bit of good in it, in the sense that though I didn't get to see him there, I get to see him now, right? And obviously we see him as a commentator. And I'll tell you what, he's one of the most passionate / impartial sort of commentators for Fremantle you'll ever see. You know, underneath that I guess, monotone voice to a degree when it comes to Fremantle is somebody there who has a lot of heart and passion for Freo, which I absolutely love to see. As I sort of conclude, it's sad that I didn't get to see him play, but in saying that, well done, Matthew Pavlich, for, your 2022 AFL Hall of Fame honours. Absolutely deserved. I would love to get a chance to meet him one day. But look, in saying that the beauty about Matthew Pavlich is obviously he paved the way for your players, right, to come forth. You got your Fifes around them, you got your Walters, and I suppose to a degree you got your Brayshaws, your Sarongs. So even though it sucks that I didn't get to see him play, but because of what he built and because of the standards he built and the players around him, like your Fifes and co, getting inspiration from Mundy as well, you now sort of see probably to a degree a bit of Pav in the next coming generation, right? Your Brayshaws, your Sarongs, your Hayden Youngs. So to a degree, I feel like I haven't necessarily missed him. But in saying that, it's just a beautiful thing. Now, we all know as well, Fremantle are in a very, very rich time for us as a club. Obviously, with the grand final and all that stuff, sort of talk here and there. To be fair with you guys, it's there. Now, obviously, we still got half the season to finish, but in saying that, it's still there. I say this genuinely. If we do make it into the grand final, and if God willing, things fall into place, I hope we can invite Pav right to the front as well. I'm sure he'll be one of the first ones there, crying and obviously just loving and being at that moment. But the thing about Matthew Pavlich is the more you sort of read about him, the more you realise he was Freo for life. He's Fremantle for life, and I can assure you now, one of the most annoyed people watching Fremantle through their slumps is him. One of the most passionate would be him. You know what I mean? He is all about Fremantle, and I know he absolutely loves that club. And like I said, the more you read about him, the more you know he's Freo for life. And hey, I think we all are too. But look, in saying that, I digress. Thank you again, guys, and just quickly as well, thank you. I'm not sure how I really wanted to sort of talk about it. I just thought I'd throw it at you guys. Here you go. But yes, thank you, Matthew Pavlich, for all you've done. Up the Dockers, Up the bloody Dockers. Believe in purple, bleed purple, flag mantle. Anyway, take it easy. See you guys next time, and don't argue.